The Red Raiders are still in the NCAA tournament, but the portal doesn't stop. And Texas Tech is officially in on one of the best point guards in the country and arguably the best point guard in this portal cycle. Who is it? We'll discuss him as well as a young wing that the Red Raiders have interest in. And we'll give you the latest when it comes to Chance McMillian. Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's RC Maxfield here for the Back to 12 podcast. Appreciate y'all tuning in to all of this Texas Tech men's basketball content we have here on the channel. It will not stop. We're hopefully talking about the Red Raiders all the way down in San Antonio. And, of course, we'll keep you updated on the portal. And that's what we will do in today's video because, well, there's a couple names we need to discuss. But before we do, let's jump into the latest on Chance McMillian. Texas Tech plays tonight against Arkansas out in San Francisco, and this is the latest. Texas Tech guard Chance McMillian with an oblique injury is on the floor getting shots up at practice with the Red Raiders. He did not play in the first two NCAA tournament games for Texas Tech, but that is a promising sign for Texas Tech that he is out there and participating. Now, Grant McCasland, this tweet coming on Wednesday, March 26th, the day before the game. So by the time you're hearing this, it is game day on Thursday. But Grant McCasland said that Chance McMillian will be a game time decision. Chance McMillian himself, obviously from the Bay Area, wanting to play in front of the home crowd. His hometown's about 45 minutes away from the Chase Center out there in San Francisco. He said his intention and his plan is to play, okay? It's been a pain issue in terms of him playing, but right now it is a great sign that he was out on the floor getting up shots, not only from the mid-range, but from three. Nathan Geis of the Lubbock Avalanche Journal actually posting that Chance McMillian was wincing in pain as early as last week when it came to shooting just mid-range shots. There's video online showing that, hey, he was going through and shooting from three without wincing, showing no sign of pain. That is big time for Texas Tech in having their potentially, guy that was their second leading scorer for a lot of this year, now third leading scorer. Hopefully he can come back and play at least maybe 10 to 12 minutes for the Red Raiders against the Arkansas Razorbacks. All right, let's jump into the latest portal targets for the Red Raiders. There's two names we're going to discuss on today's video. We're actually going to start with the young wing. And I kind of want to put it on the screen so you guys can see the list that is really just crazy, in my opinion, for this guy. But it's well warranted. He is a stud, in my opinion. You see it on your screen. His name is Kam Williams. You see some of the schools that have reached out to him. We're talking about multiple teams in the Sweet 16 right now, including Florida, Kentucky, Texas Tech, Mississippi State, USC, Louisville, St. John's, and many others. This guy is a bona fide stud on tape. Let me run through some of the things you need to know about Kam Williams. 6'8", 190 from Lafayette, Louisiana. Played AAU ball actually down in Houston, really close to the Texas-Louisiana border there. But anyway, 3 years of eligibility remaining. And if you know anything about me, whether it's over on the Scarlet and Black Insider, which, by the way, you should 100% head on over there. Your first month is $1 when you use the promo code SBI. I give you guys the info here on YouTube, but I give it first over there in terms of film breakdowns, Texas Tech, who they've been linked to in the portal. So that's the place to be. Use the promo code SBI for your first month to be $1. There's no other better place to join in terms of Texas Tech men's basketball content there. Anyway, I was on D5 in terms of the sense that I thought he was going to be a star for Texas Tech. That one worked out pretty well. I was on the train in terms of, I think KO is going to be really good for Texas Tech. Has he lived up to expectations? Probably not. I think that that's a fair thing to say. Kam Williams is my D5 this year in terms of portal targets for Texas Tech. I am in love with this guy's game. Okay, he averaged 9.3 points per game, 4.5 rebounds, 1.3 assists as a true freshman at Tulane while playing over 32 minutes per game and shooting 41.2% from three on nearly 5 attempts per game. 41.2% from three on nearly 5 attempts per game. He is a really good cutter. He is a guy that understands and always seems to find space and have his hands ready to shoot. Okay, again, 41.2% from three. But listen to these shooting splits for certain spots on the floor, okay? 41% from the left arc, 38% from the right arc, 50% from the right corner. So again, let's go over that. Left arc, 41%, right arc, 38%, right corner, 50%. For a guy that is 6'8", 190 and a true freshman, he has unbelievable touch on his shot. And he actually made 17 threes from 25 plus feet as a true freshman. Okay, he ranked 94th percentile nationally in terms of catch and shoot opportunities. And on spot up shots, he was 81st percentile and then 88th percentile in transition. The best part about it is you don't have to run a play for him if you don't want to. But when you watch the tape, he's actually really good as a primary ball handler in the pick and roll. Imagine a 6'8" guy that's shooting and can get downhill, uber athletic, and you're trying to guard that in terms of the pick and roll. This is a guy that would fit seamlessly for Texas Tech offensively. And on the defensive end, he can guard on the perimeter. He can guard down low, probably 4s more than 5, but he's athletic to probably guard a small ball 5. But he had a 3.7% block rate, which is really good. And not only did these blocks come at the rim, they also came on the perimeter from really good closeouts and making sure that he was just staying straight up. He was unreal when it came to this. And again, he's uber athletic, but he just pops on both sides of the floor. So again, Williams will get a ton of looks from high majors. We just saw it. Florida, Kentucky, St. John's, Texas Tech. The list goes on, right? But he is a really solid defender, an elite shooter. I don't use that term lightly. He is an elite shooter while also just going into his sophomore season. He's about to be 19, people. As an off-ball player, there's no reason he can't further improve his shot and maybe even get to that 44% range in terms of shooting. Williams is a player that I think should be a high priority for Texas Tech. I truly believe that, and I think he would fit seamlessly into not only what Grant McCasland and Jeff Linder want to do offensively, but what they want to do on the defensive side of the floor as well with his position versatility. And he could be a guy where you think about it, come in and play that Devin Cambridge, at least what was supposed to be Devin Cambridge role, right? But do so at an elite level in terms of bringing the shooting side of it and also that athleticism on the defensive side as well with the versatility. He would be an immediate impact player for Texas Tech and an instant starter, in my opinion, no doubt about it. All right, the next guy is the best point guard in the portal. And I don't use that, again, lightly at all. I think this is the guy that every team in the country, if they have a point guard need, is going to target, okay? And you can see it on your screen right there. His name is Donovan Dent. You may know him from New Mexico. I guess it worked out last time Texas Tech got a really good player from New Mexico. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. He's, in my opinion, the best point guard in this portal class. He's getting looks from Kentucky, Louisville, UCLA, North Carolina, Gonzaga, USC, Tennessee, Texas Tech, and others. You see his stats on your screen right now. He averaged 20.4 points per game, 6.4 assists per game, and then also 2.3 rebounds to go along with 1.4 steals per game. Okay? I'm telling you right now, he's one of the top scorers in the NCAA. I mean, you probably knew that from the 20.4 points per game. But in my opinion, he is the best point guard in this portal cycle. And honest to God, I don't know if it's going to be close. Okay? He's an elite passer in the pick and roll and just an elite passer overall with a 36% assist rate as a junior out there in Albuquerque. He just gets to the rim on tape virtually anytime he wants. It doesn't matter if it's in transition, the half court, via the pick and roll, the team is running zone. It doesn't matter. It feels like he gets to the rim at will, or at least gets to the spot he desires at will, right? In the pick and roll, he's an assassin. I don't know where you're going to take it away. If you take away the aspect of him scoring, congratulations. He's one of the best passers in the country. Okay, you take away the passing aspect of it, congratulations. He's one of the best scorers in the country. Okay, but maybe the best part of his game is his shooting. Listen to this. I'd never seen this before on Synergy where I get my stats for these guys. Listen to this real quick. He ranks in the 100th percentile on catch and shoot opportunities. 100th percentile. That means there is maybe one person better than him in the country when it comes to catch and shoot opportunities. He's 87th percentile nationally in terms of spot up shots. During his junior year at New Mexico, he shot 40.9% from three on 2 attempts per game, granted. But again, he was getting to the rim whenever the hell he wanted. He is an elite player in transition, ranking 81st percentile nationally. And on defense, he has active hands, as I mentioned, averaging nearly 1.5 steals per game. I'm telling you right now, this is the best player and maybe most impactful player in the portal this cycle, okay? Sure, he has some turnover issues. He, had, I mean, just an insane amount of usage, 28.5%. You're going to turn the ball over when that happens. I'm not worried about it at all. And in fact, I think it would decrease significantly in terms of his turnover rate. And I think he would be an absolute bona fide superstar with Grant McCasland and the guard guru, Jeff Linder, and easily be in the conversation for Big 12 Player of the Year if he decided to come down to Lubbock, Texas, and wear the scarlet and black. He's on the same level of potential impact, in my opinion, as JT Toppin. He's that good. And now, again, you're going to have to beat out some really big-time programs, Kentucky, Florida, others involved. But Texas Tech is going to make a run at him, and they're going to make an aggressive run at him because him and Christian Anderson in the backcourt for the Red Raiders next year would be absolute money, an absolute cinema for Texas Tech, and put them in a place to really make a potential deep run in March. Again, 2 names to watch. Donovan Dent, the point guard from New Mexico. He's going to be one of the most highly coveted players in this entire portal cycle. And then Kam Williams, the forward from Tulane. He may be my favorite prospect that Texas Tech has officially reached out to in the portal so far. He's exciting to watch. All right. That's going to do it for today's video. If you haven't already, be sure to like the video, hit that subscribe button, and turn on that notification bell to join the largest group of Texas Tech fans here on YouTube, nearly 12,000 strong. It's wild, man. Appreciate each and every one of y'all. And if you want to stay in the know, on everything Texas Tech, this is the place to be. I'm RC Maxfield saying I appreciate each and every one of y'all for tuning in. And as always, stay safe and Wreck 'em Tech.